It's July 8th, 2021. My baby girl is coming down to see her kids and to see me, her daddy, which is all good. Looking forward to hugs and smooches and letting her know I love her. Linda and I went to Walmart a little bit ago. We just got back probably 10 minutes before I started filming this vlog, and it reminded me of something that I learned via an information pool I belong to. There are a lot of foreign nationals in this country that are spreading tuberculosis, and most people would automatically assume that it would be folks from south of the border. They're not. They're Asians. They do not inoculate against tuberculosis in communist China. They do if you have the money to pay the government to do it. They operate on a system known as communist capitalism. That is why there are so many people over there that are rich. They allowed those with a little more IQ to go ahead and start making money, because the more money they made, the more money the government made. And the government in China is all powerful, and they're totally into increasing communism worldwide and in their own country. I'm not saying that there aren't Guatemalans, Peruvians, Venezuelans, Brazilians coming up here, Mexicans coming up here that don't have tuberculosis. They've caught a bunch, but the majority that are showing up in this country with tuberculosis are Chinese and Asiatics from Vietnam, Cambodia, that area. That's the first thing I was going to discuss on the vlog. The second thing is closer to home. I come in and I find mouse feces all over my desk, up on my shelf. So yesterday I put a glue board in the desk drawer on the bottom on the left hand side of my desk, where I keep my cardstock that I use to make notes and stuff, because I was finding that a mouse had chewed on some of that. Well, I caught the little booger. I pulled it out of the drawer. I had to take a flashlight to see where it and the glue board got to, and boy, it was struggling to get off. I set it down on the floor and I crushed the head with my boot. Fast and humane. Then I folded that mouse and glue board up into a quadruple bag. I took one bag, stuck it in there, folded it over, tied it up, put it in two more bags, folded it over, and tied it up. That's to keep the stench down in here. If it starts stinking like a dead mouse, I know where it's at. It's in that trash can down there. But they're overrunning us. I probably ought to invest in the company that makes Tomcat mouse glue boards, because I spend a lot of money on them. I went and bought some more today, and I've got to put some in here and some in the house and some in my wife's car. Yep, we had mouse feces in her car. I'm going to pay my granddaughter to vacuum Linda's car out, clean it out, vacuum it, wash the windows inside, and then tonight I'll put a couple of glue traps in there so the wee little mice can get caught and we can get rid of more of them. They get in Brandon's car, they get in Nick's car, They get in my van, they get in Benji's house, our house, in my office. They're everywhere. I've got friends who are in the hospitality business. In other words, they have bed and breakfast, they have cabins and lodges and motels, and every one of my friends that do all that are telling me they're overrun with mice. Even my friend Monty said that they caught a mouse in their living room or den or something. I don't remember exactly. I slept since then. But they're getting I don't know why they're so bad this year. They had to close a prison down in Australia and had to move the prisoners somewhere else, and they're tearing that prison down and rebuilding it so that it's mouse proof. I don't know how you do that actually. Maybe a complete concrete encapsulation. I don't know. I really don't. But I do know that prisons have a tendency to have mice and rats. Jails have a tendency to have mice and rats. Just about everybody I've talked to here locally has a problem with mice and rats. The rats, Glue Board won't take them, but that will. And yes, I've shot rats before with my favorite shooter. It's self-defense. It's them or me, basically. Not trying to be melodramatic, but that's how I feel about it. They carry all kinds of diseases. Most people don't understand how disease-ridden vermin are. They really are. I was going to do a travel log with Linda today and drive through Darty and out to Lake of the Arbuckles. The problem is she's not feeling well, and I am not going to impose on her. I thought about doing it by myself, but man, I'll tell you something. Holding that camera up like that, because I have no way to rest it on anything in her car. Now in my van, I got a perch on the dash, and I thought about that, but I've got to tag my van here in a couple of days. It's and get it to where it's got a legal tag on it. Plus, my van needs to be fueled again, and my van gets horrible mileage. It's real comfortable, got all the power I want, but it's not for it's not a vehicle you'd want to take on long trips. Put it this way, it's got a 52-gallon or 55-gallon gas tank on it. It needs one, I promise you. What else is going on today? Well, I'm going to do a radio show here in a minute, and my wife is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. I want all of you to know that. I want her to know that. She'll see this later, but she has no idea the sheer pleasure I get just being with her, holding hands with her, even listening to her snore at night. Last night, I was exhausted. I wanted to go to bed. And she got to bed about 11:30, and I was at my computer and I was getting ready to go to bed, and I turned my computer off and I laid down, and I thought, wow, I wasn't hurting. My brain wouldn't shut off. You ever have that happen? I mean, stupid crap coming into my head. I got back up and sat at my laptop, turned it back on, and surfed the web until about 2:30 in the morning. Laid down, finally, I think I drifted off about an hour later and woke up late this morning. But one of the thoughts that kept me up, and it's stupid, absolutely pathetically stupid. I watch a bunch of sci-fi shows. I watch SG-1, Stargate, all that. And I kept thinking, I wonder if there really is an alien spaceship that's shaped like a pyramid that will sit down on top of the pyramids, and that's how that's its launching platform. Just crap like that. That's all sci-fi, I believe. I've got friends that have sent me video and photos of what they say is an actual pyramid-shaped craft. I don't know. And what's more, I really don't care. Dumb stuff like that. Like, did God make the chicken first or the egg first? Seriously, I had that thought last night. And then today, for lunch, it was actually breakfast. I took Linda to Boomerang Restaurant. She got biscuits and gravy and hash browns. I got something called a smothered supreme breakfast burrito. Now, let me tell you something. Not the whole thermos, but from the lid down, and that big round is just about how big that sucker was. I finished it, but I'm still miserable. But it was so good. It had jalapenos, and then I put Cholula hot sauce on it, and it had sausage, and it had a big tortilla around eggs and onions and mushrooms and just all kinds of stuff. It was delicious. It's my new favorite breakfast. I honestly don't know how I finished all of it, but I did. Anyway, that's pretty much the vlog for today. It is Thursday, July 8th. Like I said, it's 2:55 in the afternoon. I got to do the podcast, or whatever you call it, and then I'm going to be done for the day. I'm going to put on my PJs, probably go take an early bath so I'm clean, because if I'm in the house, I'm not going to be sweating. And then after I do all that, I'm going to watch TV in the parlor. A lot of people would call it a den. I call it a parlor simply because that's the size it is. The den is in Nick's end of the house. It's big. The parlor that we have is smaller than my office here. So but it's nice. It's just very pleasant. Mom, John, I love you. Michael Paul, I love you. My buddy Chris in Florida, I hope that hurricane, I read where it passed by y'all. I can't remember the name of the hurricane. I'm glad you didn't get hammered. And Monty, like I said yesterday or the day before, see, my short-term memory's gone to pot. Monty, you're the honoriest friend I got, but I'm going to tell you something, brother. I'm very thankful that you are my friend, because I sure as hell wouldn't want you for an enemy. You know how to inflict too much damage. Folks, that's it. Be kind to everyone. God bless all of you. I love all of you, and bye.